Hey guys, it's Spooky Noodles. I am here with a video. Um, I had a question for you guys. And I will show the image of what I'm talking about at either the beginning or probably the end, or maybe even both. Um, I had a question, and the question is this an okay cover? I spent like I don't want to tell you how long I spent on it because I don't want you to feel bad if you don't like it. I want you to be honest and tell me what you honestly think about the cover. I received some not how do I want to put it some input about it. I've been given some advice and told that I shouldn't try to make my own book cover. That it's best to just go hire an artist to do it. It kind of hurt a little bit, but I understand where they're coming from, and I understand that I'm not the best at creating images. I worked hard though, and I came up with something, and I thought I'd show you guys what it was. Um, it's not the. I'm not. I'm going to admit first off that it's not that great. I see what at first I was like really excited about it. I'm like, I did a great job. This is the perfect book cover. Blah blah blah. And then I heard people's input, I guess, and what they had to say about it, and I slowly was becoming less excited and actually kind of bummed out. So I'm gonna show you the image. If I do get a professional to actually make the cover for it, I will go that route. But right now, this is what I have for a cover, and I can't really afford a book cover at the moment. At the moment, I'm still trying to get my first collection out there. So yeah. But I have the collection's almost done. In fact, I might add one more story to the collection. It's called Jiki Sata, and I'm very excited about it. Um, I don't know what to think about the story yet. I'm ecstatic about it because I just finished it. So I guess this can be a writing vlog as well. Or I could just make this a writing vlog with a question. But anyways, I finished my short story Jiki Sata, and it's at 7,480 words. That's a little bit more than I originally wanted. I was hoping to go under 7,000 words because they say 3,000 to 7,000 is their limitation or whatever. That's what they want, and but I tried my best. I think I pumped out a good story. Like I pumped it out really good, and now I just got to go back and reread it. And I'm giving it some time. I'm gonna sit on it, and then I'm gonna read it with new eyes, and hopefully that gives me some, like, maybe I can improve the story. You know, I know there's gonna be things that need to be fixed. There's probably things I mention and then never bring up again. There's probably this whole big scene I can probably trim. Like I made like 10 pages based on one event, and I could have just like had one sentence saying my friend died when I was younger, you know. Instead I went on a little tangent about it, you know. So um we'll see if I can trim it down at all. But right now, as it stands, it's over the cap, so it probably won't be sent to the publisher for the anthology I wanted to be in. But if I can shrink it a little bit and edit it well, and then I'm gonna go get if I have money, I'm gonna go send it to my editor, and she will edit it, and then I'll send it to the people who are doing the anthology. You know, I just feel like either I'm going to put this in my next collection, or I want to make my first collection like a real banger. Like I want it to be really good, and I want there to be memorable stories. And I feel like the one I'm working on now can be a memorable story. It's definitely Lovecraftian. Um, it's kind of got like the Manitou type feel to it. One of my favorite Lovecraftian stories. I don't care what you guys say if it's not Lovecraftian in your eyes. It feels like a Lovecraftian story to me. So, but that's besides the point. I wrote this story in the 3 days. I just felt like writing it's 21 pages long with 7,480 words. I think I did a pretty good job. But I know I can fix things. Like there's one point where I mentioned something and it's actually the title of the story. So it's like one of those like why was it never mentioned again type things. Did I write it down? Yeah, I wrote down what it meant, but I'm guessing I'm probably not going to end up using it. I'm probably going to change the name of the story to something maybe like The Vessel or something regarding the story, because right now it's just Jikisata, which means body theft. And that kind of gives you a clue what the story is about, but it's becoming less of that and more of something else. So I think I might just take that whole scene out, and plug something else in. I could just name it the other thing that I said in the story. I think I said Ruri ni Marakau. I think that's how you say it, which means it's a bad place, or at least I hope that's what it means. I'm always worried that translations are gonna be messed up, but I did a cross translation thing where I translated it one way, then I retranslated it another way, and then I translated it in different forms, and I finally came up with the same sentence, and it sounded right, so I just went with it. So, but I'm thinking I might call it The Bad Place or something like that, or just name it after what the story's about, which is this entity I created, which is funny because I created this entity, and he exists in another story I'm writing as well. Which is funny because they're totally different. Like one is just a celestial light, and the other one is like this, not cognizant. What's the word I'm looking for? It's just this big pale ball with tendrils coming out of it, and it's all red and veiny, like the red veins all over it, pulsating, and it's pretty. Like I described the arms being like maggots. Just to give you an idea, I need to be more descriptive and less descriptive at the same time. It makes sense. Excuse me. But yeah, it's coming along good. The story, it's finished, but not finished, but first draft is done. The rough draft, I should say. Now I'm on to the second draft, and that's the fun part, is editing. Just fixing up everything, and adding to it, which is funny because I know usually when I go into my editing phase, things get chunkier. Like it goes from like a 5,000 story to like a 8,000 story. So to see this 7,480 word story, like to see it, to have it that long at this phase is kind of spooky. Not spooky. worrisome because I needed it to be under 7,000 words, and here I am going over. Maybe they'll make an exception and just be like, you know, hey, we're not gonna pay you for that many words, but we'll pay you for 7,000 if the story's good enough, of course. But I'm thinking about naming. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about naming it Miatazu, which is what the god in my story is called, the Elder God. But let me know what you guys think. Hold on one second. Hey, Lula. Sorry, Lula was coming in. Tell me what you guys think of this whole story idea. I don't know if I talked to you about what the story is about, but the story is called whatever I decide to call it, and the story is about these missionaries who go to Africa to give water to Africans, or Nigerians to be more precise. When I say Nigerian, I mean the one spelled with an E, not an A. So Nigerian, not an an. These are the people that live in Niger, Africa. I wanted to make that clear because I did so much research and I didn't want to be wrong. So, yeah. But basically, the person's going to be a missionary, and they're going to Africa to do good things, and they come out with this horrible vision of sorts. I think I do a good job in writing this story. I feel like maybe the ending might be a little swift, but that might change in the edit. There's some things I mentioned that I need to clean up, like the whole Jikisata thing. It's probably unneeded to the story, but that's what the story's called, so I might switch it up, because originally it was sole purpose about it was it was supposed to be like a body snatch thing where the god snatches your body, but then I couldn't think of a reason why that would even be a thing. So I changed it up, you know, and yeah. It still makes no sense in some regards, but I'm going to work on it. Of course, the edit is where everything gets fixed, so we will see how it works out. But that is my writing vlog, which I didn't know I was doing a writing vlog, but I guess I am doing a writing vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the writing vlog. But like I said before, totally unrelated. Well, it was related to what we started talking about, and that is the cover for Space Waste. And if you don't know, Space Waste is a story I've been working on. It's like 94 pages long right now, and it's over 20,000 words. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn off the camera. That was my bad. As soon as I did it, I was like, oh, I did it. Whoops. So let me what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, it's going to open up oh, how do I do this? Open up, not Morbidio. I liked Morbidio though. Space Waste, here we go. Space Waste is it won't show me right now. Come on, Space Waste, load. Like, it's not loading the word count. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I kind of wanted to figure out the word count. How do I do that? Oh yeah, I know how to do that. Stupid me. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's see here. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. Now let's go to references. And where it is? Oh, where is it? I know it's here somewhere. I'm not really great with Microsoft Word yet. I am okay with it, but insert no. No, I don't need that. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Maybe it's not in references. Maybe it's review. My bad. My bad. Word count. Well, that's wrong. Oh, here it is. It finally loaded. 27,950 words into Space Waste. So I'm almost to 3,000 words in Space Waste. 30,000 words, I should say, into Space Waste, and it's going very well. There's a lot of things I want to fix in the second edit, but right now it's going very, very well. I'm trying to work out an ending, but in the end, there's a lot that needs to be worked on. It's very old. It's an old story I was working on, and so there's going to be a lot of errors in the beginning of it that need to be fixed. But overall, I did a pretty good job with that story. It's a novella now, so it went from a short story to a novella in like months and months of working on it. Like, I took a huge break from working on it, then I picked it up, then I took a huge break, then picked it up. Recently I picked it up again, and then I'm stopping for a second to write a Lovecraftian story, as I told you. So, and then of course I'm working on Take Me From Here and Symbiotic all at the same time. So I'm trying not to overdo it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to take it easy. Like, I have all these ideas that I just want to pump out and write, but I don't have that skill of writing fast, you know? Like, I can't write fast. It takes me a while to write. Like, it took me 3 days to write a short story where it would have taken, like, Edward Norton, like, an hour to make. So, you know, it's how it is. But I did a pretty good job of writing Jiki-Sata, in Space Waste, of course. Jiki-Sata is complete, and it needs a new name, so I'm thinking about naming it after the elder god that it's based on, which is my own creation called Miatazu. So yeah, we'll see. But I could also name it My Trip to Niger, Africa, or something like that, like a creepypasta title. Like, I saw a celestial being in Africa or something like that. But yeah, this has been a writing vlog, a question that turned into a writing vlog. I'll show you the cover for Space Waste, and you guys tell me what you think about it. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good day and a spooky night, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out, guys.